Learning Hilchos Sukkah Perek Vov Halacha Zayin. Achila b'Elyon Rishon b'Sukkah Choiva. Eating in the first night of Sukkah in the Sukkah is a obligation. Let's go to the Peirush. Even if he just had a Gazayas Pas, he would fulfill this obligation. Afterwards, the other nights, Rishus. You can eat the Rotlechel Sudas Soyed Viksuka. What's a Enochel Kol Shiva Ela Pirus Kloyes Ochel. The rest of Sukkahs, if he wants to, he doesn't have to eat meals, only fruit or roasted kernels of wheat. Kiden Achidas Matzah B'Pesach. Just like the same obligation, the only matzah on Pesach, the first night is obligatory, the rest of it is not mandatory. You can eat other things. The Magen Mishnah cites the Mishnah in Sukkah 27a. Well, the other says 14 sukkahs a person is obligated on Sukkah, one by day and one by night. Chacham say there's no limit except for the first night. In other words, there's no number. The Gemara explains that Chacham learned the obligation to eat in a Sukkah on the first night from Exer Shova, because it says Chamisha also, Chamisha also. Chamisha also b'Nisan to Chamisha also b'Tishrei. Therefore, he writes that the amount of eating in the first night, the Gezai, is just like matzah, which is the obligation on the night of Pesach. And so the Agos Maimonides brings down Rae Gann Family, and the Magen Mishnah brings from Tosfos that if rain fell the first night, he has to eat one Suda in the Sukkah. Even that while it's raining. Rashba pointed, the Rashba says Porter, the Magen Mishnah says that is the Ike like the Rashba. The Gauss Maimonides writes, that's like the Shittas of the opinion of the Chachamim, that there's no set amount. And not like Abba Lezer says you have to have 14. Abami says that Abba Lezer also recanted that you don't have to eat 14 Sudas in the Sukkah. The Shulchan Aruch in 639 says the halacha is you eat in the Sukkah the first night is an obligation. Even if he ate a bread, just one kezayas, he fulfills his obligation. After that, it's only not it's permittable. If he wants to eat there, he can eat it. But he doesn't want to eat only fruit and roasted kernels of grain. Outside the Sukkah, you can eat just like matzah and Pesach. Only the first night is obligatory. The other days are according to a person's whim. The Mishnah Berurah explains that even though in the other days the amount of eating outside the Sukkah is a beya, the first night, the Gezayas, you can't eat outside the Sukkah. And therefore, you can fulfill your obligation when you don't have more. You can make a brocha leishiv Sukkah. But if you can, you should eat the first night more than a kebeya, so that you fulfill also the opinion of the Ran, that you have to eat in the Sukkah the first night, that which is obligated you to eat in the Sukkah, which is the size of an egg. And the later commentaries write that he shouldn't wait eating the Kezayas. It shouldn't take him longer than the amount of a third of a bread or half a bread, which all the Achilas Kezayas in that period of time adds up together. And only if you eat it in one sitting, which is 9 minutes. Shulchan Aruch cites the amount of Achilas Pras. Some say it's 4 eggs, like Rashi, and those who say it's 3 eggs, like the Rambam. And since the obligation is to eat in the Sukkah is Minat Torah, should be stringent like the Rambam to eat in that period of time, 9 minutes, the amount of 3 eggs. In the time frame of 3 eggs, the Kezayas. The Mishnah Berurah gives a new insight that even on Shabbos and Yom Tov, when you have to eat a Kezayas of bread, you don't have to eat only in the Sukkah. Especially because it's not a Kezayas. According to the Gra, if you eat matzah and the rest of the Pesach, you do fulfill a mitzvah. That would seem to be the understanding of the Pasuk. 7 days you should eat matzah. How can you do that? If you eat it willfully. But you're not obligated except for the first night, because it says, on this night you should eat matzahs. Mishnah Berurah's questions, if by Sukkah too, when you eat, the Gra would be of the opinion that you should eat bread 7 days, and you make a brocha leishiv Sukkah and fulfill an obligation, and you fulfill a mitzvah. The Gemara adds, you shouldn't eat a Kezayas pas on the first night the Sukkot until it's definitely night. Like matzah, that it says you should eat it in the evening, but not when it's doubtful, like bein hashmoshes. And you should eat before midnight, which is not 12 o'clock. It means according to midnight of the clock. If you didn't eat, you have to eat after the midnight, just like matzah. You shouldn't eat by day on Erev Sukkot from Chatzos. They should eat in the Sukkah with appetite, just like Erev Pesach. You don't eat matzah. The Mishnah Berurah in Sif Cotton 26-27 cites later commentaries, permitted to eat at night till the 4th hour after midday. In other words, on the eve of Erev Pesach of Sukkot. And those things which keep a person from eating matzah with appetite at night would apply also on Erev Sukkot. So you should eat the bread that he eats in the sukkah with good appetite.